Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta Koti Vaishnavrinda ki jai, Acharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai, प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय. All glories to assembled devotees, all glories, all glories, all glories. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna devotees, I apologize for stopping your such beautiful aesthetic chanting. This is Nina from Naperville, Chicago. I would like to go ahead and read the 10 offenses to the holy names now, which are to be avoided while chanting, and they're written by Srila Vyasadeva in Padma Purana, and they are as follows. Number 1, to blaspheme the devotees who have dedicated their lives for propagating the holy name of the Lord. 2, to consider the names of demigod like Lord Shiva or Lord Brahma to be equal to or independent of the name of Lord Vishnu. 3, to disobey the orders of the spiritual master. 4, to blaspheme the Vedic scriptures or scriptures in pursuance to the Vedic version. 5, to consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna to be an imagination. 6, to give some interpretations to the holy name of the Lord. 7, to commit sinful activities on the strength of the holy name. 8, to consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities which are offered in the Vedas as fruitive activities, karma kanda. 9, to instruct a faithless person about the glories of the holy name. And 10 is to not have complete faith in the chanting of the holy name and to maintain material attachments even after understanding so many instructions on this matter. It is also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. Every devotee who claims to be a Vaishnava must guard against these offenses in order to achieve the desired success. Krishna Prema. Hare Krishna devotees, I welcome you all once again to Bhakti Sanga Japa conference call. Prior to proceeding to our Srimad Bhagavatam study, if you could kindly unmute yourselves and announce your name, I would like to welcome you all personally. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Nina Mataji, Dandrat Pranam, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai, Priti Dasi from Charlotte. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Preeti Devi Mata Ji, please accept my humble obeisances, Mata. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much for your wonderful chanting, Mata. And thank you for always joining Bhakti Sanga Japa conference call. Welcome.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Nina Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Vinita Gandharvika Devidasi from College Station, Texas.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances at your lotus feet, Mata. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. All glories to your wonderful, consistent, regular services, Mataji. Welcome once again to Bhakti Sangha.
Hare Krishna, Nina Mataji, all glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharajis. My humble obeisances to you and all the devotees. This is Krishna Kumari Devidasi from Prahala.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Kumari Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances, Mata. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. All glories to all the assembled devotees here, Mataji. Welcome to Bhakti Sanga Japa conference call. Please keep joining.
Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Sri Guru and Gauranga and all the assembled devotees. Yes, this is Yashamati Priya Devidasi from Chicago.
Hare Krishna, Yashomati Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances, Mata. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you for joining Bhakti Sanga Japa conference call every day, Mataji. Please keep joining. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, dear Nina Mataji. Dandavas pranams onto your lotus feet and devotees here. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. This is Ekaralika Lila Devidasi.
Hare Krishna, Ekaradhika Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances, Mata. All glories to Srila, Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much for joining Bhakti Sanga Japa conference call, Mataji. Please keep joining us and chanting. It's so beautiful. I was hearing one of the first attendees to join, Mataji. Welcome.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Nina Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Guru Maharaj ki Jai. This is Shama Guru Devidasi from Shama.
Hare Krishna, Shyam Gauri Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances at your lotus feet, Mata. All glories to Srila, Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. All glories to your wonderful, consistent services, Mataji. Thank you so much for your association, Mataji. Please keep blessing this group. Hare Krishna, Mata. So today's Today we will be hearing from His Grace Kamalalochan Prabhuji, but if I could kindly request Her Grace Tiffany Mataji to go ahead and say a few words about Kamalalochan Prabhu Mata, whenever you're ready.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. So this morning we have with us His Grace Kamal-Lochan Prabhuji, who was born in Mysore in a Madhva Brahmin family in 1973. Brought up in Andhra Pradesh in a very orthodox family where he developed a natural taste for inquiry into the mysteries of God's creation. Prabhuji passed out of Marine Engineering Research Institute in Calcutta in 1994. It is there in college as a cadet that he came in touch with the devotees of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. He found that all of his unanswered questions were completely satisfied in the books of Srila Prabhupada. As an engineering student, he studied Bhagavad Gita 5 times and mastered the Gaudiya Vaishnava Vedanta philosophy in a short period of 2 years. He was initiated into the Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya by His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami. He joined the Merchant Navy as an engineering officer and worked for 3 years. During this time, he felt the urge to teach the message of the Gita to children and youth who are misguided by consumerism. So he gave up his lucrative job and joined ISKCON Mira Road, where he was promoted as the vice president within a year and is currently the co-president of ISKCON Mira Road. He is also a visiting professor at MS University for Management and Social Work faculties. Prabhuji also conducts seminars on personality development topics in educational and corporate sectors, and his only concern is that children and youth should understand the moral and spiritual values as enunciated in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and he has dedicated his life to this cause. Hare Krishna, so wonderful to have you on the call, Prabhuji. Thank you for your time and association.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you so much for the wonderful introduction, and we can already see how very much renounced he is. He left everything just to go ahead and preach to the youngsters. Thank you, Tiffany Mataji. So I don't think Prabhuji has joined us yet.
We need to read the verse, Mataji.
Yes, and as Mataji said, that we can bring up the verse, which is, so today we're going to study from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 4, text number 39. So we can go ahead and read the verse as well as the translation, and then we can wait for Prabhuji to join. Anybody would like to volunteer to read the shloka?
Hare Krishna, Nina Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Mataji, I could read. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 4, Text 39. Kvachit rudati vaikunta chinta shalabha chetana kvachit dhasyati tachinta hlada udghatyati kvachit
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Because of advancement in Krishna consciousness, he sometimes cried, sometimes laughed, sometimes expressed jubilation, and sometimes sang loudly. This verse, purport by Srila Prabhupada, this verse further clarifies the comparison of a devotee to a child. If a mother leaves her small child in his bed or cradle and goes away to attend to some family duty, the child immediately understands that his mother has gone away and therefore he cries. But as soon as the mother returns and cares for the child laughs and becomes jubilant. Similarly, Prahlad Maharaj, being always absorbed in thoughts of Krishna, sometimes felt separation, thinking, where is Krishna? This is explained by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Shunyayitam jagat sarvam govinda virahena met. When an exalted devotee feels that Krishna is invisible, having gone away, he cries in separation. And sometimes when he sees that Krishna has returned to care for him, he laughs, just as a child sometimes laughs upon understanding that his mother is taking care of him. These symptoms are called bhava. In the nectar of devotion, various bhava, ecstatic conditions of a devotee, are fully described. These bhavas are visible in the activities of a perfect devotee. Hare Krishna. Okay, Prabhuji is still not here, so we'll pass.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Thank you for reading the verse.
We can continue chanting, Mataji.
Okay.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Ram Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Ram Rama Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Ram Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Ram Rama Hare 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 Krishna,
Krishna Hare 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 Rama
Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Ram Rama Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare
Ram Rama Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna
Rama
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Hare Hare Ram Rama Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Rama Rama
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Nam Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama Nam Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Rama Nam Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama Nam Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare Hare.
Rama Nam Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare Hare Ram Hare Nam Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare Nam Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Ram Hare Nam Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Nam Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna
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 Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Ram Hare Nam Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Nam Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram 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 Hare
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 Ram Hare Nam Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Nam Ram Ram Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Nam Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Nam Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare Ram Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Shri
Ram Hare
Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai Hare Bol
Hare
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 Bol Hare
Ram
Bol Shri Radhe Shri Radhe
Krishna, Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare
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 Hare Namo
Hare
Krishna Yadavaya Namo Yadavaya Madhavaya
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Shri
Hare Hare
Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Ram
Ram
Ram Ram Ram
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare Ram Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Rama, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
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 Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Ram Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna.
Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Prabhuji joined,
Prabhuji
Mataji.
join. Yes.
Hare Krishna, Hare Ram.
Hare Krishna, Kamalalochan Prabhuji. Please accept my humble obeisances, Prabhu. Dandavat Pranam at your lotus feet. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and all our Guru Maharajas. Prabhuji, we have already read the verse, which is from Srimad Bhagavatam. Today we have read from Canto 7, Chapter 4, text number 39. If you could kindly go ahead and take over the call, Prabhu, that'll be great. Whenever you're ready. Hare Krishna.
ओम ज्ञानवृन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरोन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुन्वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिधि नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती निधि नामिने श्रीवार्षभानवी देवी दयिताय कृपाब्धये कृष्ण संबंध विज्ञान दायिने प्रभवे नमः माधुर्योज्जल प्रेमाढ्य श्रीरूपानुगभक्तिद श्रीगौरा करुणाशक्ति विग्रहाय नमोस्तुते नमस्ते गौरवाणी श्रीमूर्तये दीनतारिणे रूपानुगा विरुद्धाप सिद्धान्तध्वान्तहारिणे नमो गौरकिशोराय साक्षात् वैराग्यमूर्तये विप्रलम्बारसाम्बोधे पादाम्बुजायते नमः नमो भक्ति विनोदाय सच्चिदानन्दनामिने गौरशक्तिस्वरूपाय रूपानुगावरायते गौराविर्भावभूमेस्त्वं निर्देश सज्जनप्रियः वैष्णवः सार्वभौम श्री जगन्नाथाय ते नमः वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषै नमः पंचतत्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धौ दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोस्तुते जयतां सुरतोर्पङ्गुर् मामन्दमतेर्गति मत्सर्वस्वापदां भोजो राधा मदनमोहनो दिव्यदृन्दारण्यकल्पद्रुमादः श्रीमद्रत्नागारसिंहासनस्थौ श्रीमद्राधा शैलगोविन्ददेव राष्ट्रालविसेव्यमानो स्मरामि श्रीमान् रासरसारम्भे वंशीवटतटस्थितः कर्षं वेणुसनेर्गोपीर् गोपीनाथः श्रेयस्तुनः तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी ऋषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिय जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Before I start the class, let me show you Tirupati temple. Of course, ISKCON temple, not up. I just had darshan and came back. So ISKCON Tirupati darshan, and then we'll start the class. ISKCON Tirupati. How many of you must have been here? Beautiful
I
temple.
have been there, Prabhuji.
This Radha Govinda Ashtasakhi temple here. So,
Thank you, Prabhuji, for showing us. I have been there recently.
Yeah, thank
yeah.
you. We have not been there.
Okay, the subject matter going on now is of Narada glorifying his own disciple. So sometimes we think the perfection is to glorify our spiritual master. But the real perfection or highest perfection is the spiritual master glorifies you. Spiritual master is glorifying because he loves the disciple so much that he just cannot wait. He just cannot but glorify the disciple. So sometimes we say, oh, trust your spiritual master. But more than that, the spiritual master trusting. So here, Narada is glorifying about Prahlad, his own disciple, to Yudhishthir Maharaj in the Sabha of the Rajasuya Sabha. You should know in the Rajasuya Sabha, who all had come. All the demigods had come, all the rishis had come, all the kings had come. There's no Sabha which is like the Rajasuya Sabha. It's a very great Sabha. Who all were there. Practically every great personality was present there in front of everyone. Narada is glorifying Prahlad Maharaj. Actually, the whole pastime is not the pastime of Narasimha. It is not Narasimha Leela. It is actually Prahlad Charitra. Now, recently, so much about Ram was going on. So people say, oh, we'll discuss Ramayana. Pastimes of Lord Ramachandra. Actually, it is not pastime of Lord Ramachandra. Sitaya Charitam Mahat. Valmiki says, Sitaya Charitam. This is Sita's Charitra, the Sita's story. The same way, the pastime which is going on now, may say it is Narasimha Leela. Actually, it is not Narasimha Leela. It is Sitaya Charitam. It is Prahlad Charitam. Because the whole pastime was decided by Narada to Yudhishthir Maharaj. Because Yudhishthir Maharaj asked, how is it that this cruel king, Hiranyakaipu, he wanted to kill Prahlad? Such a horrible thing. The son, if he is mischievous, they may scold or chastise. But to such an extent to kill his son, his own son, how horrible it is. It's so horrible that he starts. Hiranyakashipu wants to kill his own son. That too, Mahatmani. Prahlad is not an ordinary person. He's Mahatma. Such a great personality, like a good boy, like Prahlad. His father, Hiranyakashipu, wanted to kill him. What is the reason for that? So, answering that question, the whole pastime was spoken. That means the question was about Prahlad Maharaj. So, the question about Prahlad Maharaj and the answer is for Prahlad Maharaj. So, all these were, the whole pastime, Narada is describing to Yudhishthir Maharaj because of the question asked. The question was about Prahlad Maharaj. So, this is Prahlad Charitra. Narasimha appeared, somebody may say, to protect Prahlad. But actually, Narasimha appeared to prove the words of Prahlad Maharaj's truth. To show that whole world that Prahlad Maharaj, whatever he spoke is truth. For the purpose of proving the words of Prahlad Maharaj, Narasimha appeared. Satyam vidatum nijabhritya bhashitum Yaptim cha lokeshu akileshu chatmanaha. Adrishyata adbhuta rupamudvahan stambhe sabhayam na mrigam na manusham. So to prove the words of Prahlad Maharaj as truth, Narasimha appeared from the pillar. So Prahlad Maharaj's qualities are being described. First, Prahlad Maharaj's external qualities were discussed. When Narada, he told that Prahlad Maharaj, Hiranyakaspu had 4 sons. Among the 4 sons, Tasya Daita Pate Putras Chatvaraha Paramadbhuta. All the 4 were Adbhuta, but Prahlado Abhun Mahans Tesham Gunair Mahat Upasakaha. Among all, Prahlad Maharaj was best because he had qualities. Now, when we read the qualities of Prahlad Maharaj again and again, these qualities manifest in our heart. So, the external qualities of Prahlad Maharaj were discussed like, not external in one sense, these qualities are like secondary qualities were discussed. Brahmanya, Shila Sampanna, Satisando, Jitendriya, Atmak Sarvutana, Mekapriya Suruttamaha, Dasat Sanatan Kriya, Pitru Dinavatsala, Bhatru Sadrishe Signo, Guru Ishwara Bhavanaha, Vidyarthru Pajanmadyo, Namas Manastamba Gurjitaha, Nodvignachitto Vishneshwar Spriha, Suteshu Drishteshu Guneshu Strik, Tantendriya Prana Sharira Dissada, Shantakamo Raitasuro Yasmin Mahadguna Rajan Diyate Kavivir Muhu Nate Duna Pidiyante Yatha Bhagavati Shari. So after discussing the secondary characteristics of secondary qualities of Prahlad Maharaj, or external qualities of Prahlad Maharaj, now Narada says, Yasmin Mahadguna Rajan Giyante Kavivir Muhu. These qualities of Prahlad Maharaj are again and again are glorified by Kavibihi, great personalities. As much as the qualities are present in Krishna, Supreme Lord, they also exist in Prahlad Maharaj. To such an extent, whichever sadasi, whichever it may be a great sabha or a place where great personalities get together, it may be sadhugatasi, ripuopi, asuro, tripaha. It may be the assembly of kings, assembly of demons, assembly of devatas. Whenever they had to talk about qualities, they would talk about Prahlad. You see, one should be patient like Prahlad. One should be humble like Prahlad. Even the demons would say this. Even the demons would say, because the demons want their children also to be very humble. It's not that the demons want their children to be proud. So they tell their sons, you see how tolerant Prahlad was? So wherever there was a discussion of qualities, they would talk about Prahlad Maharaj. The Prahlad Maharaj, you see, he's a standard. Prahlad Maharaj set the standard. Now, 36, 37, 38, 3 verses. They talk about something very interesting. So before I go to today's verse, that is the 39th verse which has been given to me. So I'd like to mention some important point about 36, 37, 38, 3 verses. Now, Prahlad Maharaj, devotee of whom? He is a devotee of Narasimha. He is a devotee of Vishnu. He is a devotee of whom? He is a devotee of Krishna. The answer is given here in these 3 verses. Prahlad Maharaj is a devotee of Krishna. Why? If you see the 36th verse, there is one line. Vasudeve Bhagavati Yasya Naisargiki Ratihi. Rati. Yasya Naisargiki Ratihi. Then 37. Krishna Graha Grihit Atma. 38. Govinda Paribrahmataha. Vasudeva, Krishna, Govinda. 3 words are used. Now, the primary quality of
of Prahlad Maharaj is his bhakti for Krishna. All the qualities which are previously discussed, these qualities are the secondary qualities which are the byproduct of bhakti. When you are a bhakta, then brahmanya, shila sampanna, all these things come. Yasyasti bhaktir bhagavata kinchana sarver gunesh tatra samasate sura. Yasyasti bhaktir. Anybody who has got akinchana bhakti in the heart, sarver gunesh, all the good qualities of sura, they all manifest. All the good qualities of the demigods, they manifest in the. Yeah, the word sura doesn't refer to just only demigods. Sura refers to the devotees. They are manifest in the heart of a devotee. So, the primary quality is bhakti. And bhakti for whom? When Prahlad saw Narasimha, he was thinking, my Krishna has come as Narasimha. Prahlad is not a devotee of Narasimha as such. Of course, Krishna, Narasimha, Vamana, all are same. But which form of the Lord was meditated by Prahlad? The form of the Lord which is meditated by Prahlad is Krishna. Bhagavatam clearly says that. Vasudeve Bhagavati Yasya Naisargiki Rati. Now this word Naisargiki is used elsewhere also. Because when when they asked, when Hiranyakaipu asked, hey, where did this boy get this quality from? Then he says, oh, this boy got this quality by birth. It is natural. There is nothing like something special, accrued. He got this quality from somewhere else at a particular period of time. It was not there before. Naisargiki. It is very natural for him. This quality of bhakti is quite natural. Now, when Hiranyakaipu asked the Guru Putras, that is Sandamark, hey, where did my son get these qualities? And the sons of Putracharya, hey, namat pranitam naparam pranitam suto vadya esha tavendriyo indra shatro naisargikya matirasya rajan niyachamanyam kad adasma manaha. Hiranyakaipu became angry on these two sons and Amark. Allah Maharaj told, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Sparanam, Adasevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atmanivedanam, Divam Sarpita, Vishnu, Bhaktischeno, Lakshana, Riyate Bhagavat Jatan Manyaditam Uttamam. When Prahlad Maharaj spoke these words, and Hiranyakaipu asked, his son Prahlad, Prahladanuchitam Tata, Hiranyakaipu told, now, whatever your teachers have taught you, yet sikshat gurur bhavan, yadak sikshat gurur bhavan, what all you have learned from your guru only, don't tell you from here and there. Whatever your gurus have taught, only that thing you should say. Then Prahlad, my guru is Narada, so I am going to speak what Narada spoke. Then he says, Sharanam Kirtanam Vishwasparanam Adasevanam Vandanam Nasyam Sakyamatmaneganam Idipam Sarvita Vishnu Bhaktischeno Lakshana Krite Bhagavat Vidyadat Mannohayatamutam. Then Hiranyakaipu becomes very angry on Guru Putra because naturally father trusts his son. Whatever the son says, the father thinks he always tells truth. He just tota bacha. How can he tell lies? He always tells truth. My son, how can he tell lies? So Hiranyakaspu became very angry on son and Amark. He told, in great anger, with lips trembling, Guruputram Muvatedam. What did he say? Brahmabandhu Gimedatte. Hey Brahmabandhus, what did you teach my son? You taught nonsense to them. Asaram grahito balo. Mam anyadritya durmate. Fools, you taught nonsense to my boy. You're taking shelter of me. Huh? Now, in this world, there are dishonest people, false friends. They disguise as friends, but they are enemies. Just as a disease appears in sinful person with time, their hatred will manifest by time. We'll come to know. Your hatred for me has been manifest now. Then the Guru Putras means son and Amar. He started saying, Nat Namat Pranitam Naparam Pranitam. Oh, my dear king, whatever your son has said was not taught by us, nor by anybody else. This bhakti which he has got in him is Naisargikyam Matirasya Rajan. Naisargikyam. What is the meaning of Naisargik? It is natural. That is why Niyachamanyam Kada Adatsman Mamam. So the word used here is Naisargiki. Naisargiki is Gati. That Prahlad has natural affection for Vasudeva. Natural affection for Vasudeva. Now going further, Krishna Graha Gritatma, 37 verses. Krishna Graha Gritatma, Jadavattat Manastaya, Nastya Kidanta Kobalo. As a small boy, he was not interested in playing. He was only captivated by Krishna. Krishna Graha Gritatma. He concentrated his mind on Krishna. To such an extent, he was not doing anything else. Graha. Graha, another word meaning of the word graha means ghost. He was haunted by Krishna ghost. It is not just yet some affection. He was overcome by Krishna, completely intoxicated by Krishna. Like a person who is haunted by the ghost, go and slap him. He laughs at you. So Prahlad Maharaj was so much intoxicated with Krishna that even if you scold him, you shout at him, he laugh at you and say Hare Krishna. Like sometimes the devotees, when they go for book distribution, the police or some local people, they would come and say, shout at them. The devotees laugh at them and say, Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. I still remember there's one new devotee, Brahmachari, distributing books on the street. I was also along with them, managing distribution party along with Nagar Sankirtan. So, the police, there was a traffic jam, and this boy was distributing books. Because of that, there was some traffic jam. The police came and then started shouting at him. Then what he was doing? He was smiling at them and saying Hare Krishna. And he gave the Gita to the police also. And I was looking at them. I was having a lot of fear. These police should not do anything to us. So then the police noticed that I'm standing there. They thought, I'm in charge of this place. They came to me. I thought I had now going to have a tough time with this police now. So this police came and told, "Aap na pagal hogo." He clearly told, "You are mad people." Then the police. So then I told, "Oh, क्षमा कीजिए, माफ कीजिए, हम निकल जाएंगे." Something I was telling. They told, "आप करो, करो." You go, you do. हाँ, आपको डांट भी नहीं सकते, आपको भगा भी नहीं सकते, भगाएंगे तो हमको पाप लगेगा. हाँ. So he was so frustrated with police. The whole world is frustrated because of our devotees. Because devotees are not frustrated, they're always happy in spite of all the trivial situations, tribulations. So Krishna Grita Atma Naveda Jagadidrisham. Naveda Jagadidrisham. He had no understanding what's the world is. I had no idea. So sometimes it becomes difficult for people to understand what is Krishna because they're haunted by Krishna. What will you do to a madman? You cannot do anything to a madman, isn't it? Can you put him in jail? Can you slap him? You do anything, he'll be happy always. He'll be laughing at you. So somebody is maddened with being intoxicated with the ghost of Krishna, Krishna consciousness. So the world, the rules and regulations, your social norms, all these things, they are become totally redundant for such person. You may think that person is not in senses. Yes, he's not in senses because he's intoxicated with Krishna. Now, Vasudeva, the Vasudeva Bhagavati, Yasya Naisargikirati, 37 says, Krishna Krahagrit Atma, the Veda Jagadidrisham. Then the 38th verse says, interesting thing. What does it say? Govinda Pariramritaha, being embraced by Govinda. Like a mother would embrace the baby and should be cooking, isn't it? And the baby would not know my mother is cooking because the baby is just completely intoxicated by the love of the mother, and the baby may be sleeping also sometimes. Asina, Bharyadam, Ashnan, in all the activities. Prahlad was not aware whether he's sitting or standing, he's walking or eating, he's lying down or drinking, whether he's talking, he was not aware at all. Why? As a baby is not aware when he is being embraced by the mother, in the same way, Prahlad Maharaj was embraced by whom? Govinda. Govinda had embraced him. Alinga, Parirambita means Alingan. Embraced by Krishna. So Prahlad was totally Krishna conscious. Now, when Prahlad Maharaj Bhava Bhakti is being described here. How we experienced Bhava. So how was the Bhava? Kvachit Trudati Vaikunta, Chinta Savala Chetana, Kvachit Trasati Chattinta, Lada Udgayati Kvachit. Kvachit matlab sometimes. Sometimes Prahlad Rudati, he would cry. Vaikunta Chinta, Vaikunta Chinta Savala Chetana. Sometimes he would cry. And sometimes Kvachit Dhasati, because he would laugh sometimes. Kvachit Dhasati, Chinta, Hlada, Udgayati, Kvachit. Hlada. Sometimes become very joyful. And in great joy, he would Udgayati, he would loudly sing. Sometimes when the mother would take care of the baby, sometimes the baby would cry for no reason. They would cry so loudly. And the mother would come and then try to pacify it. All of a sudden, the baby would smile. Why is it so? Why is it so? Prahlad Maharaj, in his mind, sometimes he's constantly thinking of Krishna. And all of a sudden, Krishna would not give darshan to Prahlad in his mind. In separation from Krishna, because Krishna, Prahlad would constantly think of Krishna's form in the mind. And the Lord would manifest the form in the mind of Prahlad. Krishna sometimes would withdraw his vision. in the mind of Prahlad. At that time, like a baby would cry for the mother. Most of mothers know when the babies cry, how they cry. And Prahlad would cry, "Where is my Lord? Where is my Lord? Where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? Kotai Krishna, Kotai Krishna. Where is Krishna? Oh, he has given up, given me up and gone somewhere else." This way, Sabala Chetana, his mind would be totally disturbed, troubled. Sabala Chetana. And in this way, he would cry, 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 cry. Crying in separation from Krishna. Sometimes Krishna, he unmanifests himself just to see how the devotees would cry for him. The gopis cried for Krishna in separation from Krishna in gopi-geet. Krishna manifested himself, and Vishwanath Thakur says that Krishna was just hiding behind the bushes. He had not gone anywhere. He did not. How can he leave gopis and then go out? How can he leave Radharani and go? He was just behind the bushes, hearing the beautiful song sung by the gopis in separation from Krishna. Krishna would like teases the devotees like this. This is nature. What we can do. Here Narada, sadhak also. When his mother died, he tells his own story. Narada tells his own story. He goes through all the forests, all the gardens, all the cities, the towns, the villages, the minerals, the hills, and then gets tired and he drinks water from a pond and sits under a tree. Immediately he sees Krishna's form, beautiful form, and his hair stands up. His eyes get choked up. And he wanted to glorify, his throat is choked up. Gadgada. And all of a sudden Krishna manifests his form. Then Narada becomes Vyakula. Durmana iva. Like somebody who is very rich. He would all of a sudden loses the wealth. Somebody is having a high-paying job. He's earning $20,000 a month. Big job. And tomorrow goes to the company, the office. They say, "Get lost. You're being fired." You become mad. One person told me, "Prabhuji, I was firing people sitting in the office because the order of the management. I thought I am the most trusted person with the management. And after firing 500 people in my company, I got fired next day." So the company used me to do all the bad work of firing people. And then they fired me. So I have now become mad. I don't know what to do. So the Krishna's vision in the mind, when it is lost, now they become mad, Narada. So in madness, what a person can do, he can cry. So here also, Prahlad Maharaj would cry. They would cry in separation from the mother. All of a sudden, Krishna would manifest in his mind. He would give in the vision. Prahlad would see the power of Krishna in the mind. Immediately would like Pachit Dhasati. Pachit Dhasati. You would Krishna would come and say, "Prahlad, why are you crying?" In just for a moment only, why are you crying? Then Prahlad would laugh. Like a child would see the mother and would laugh. The same way Prahlad would laugh loudly. Then, as soon as the child would see the mother, he would laugh and then go and then embrace the mother. Prahlad would run. Within his mind, all these things going on. He would run to the Lord and he would embrace Krishna. And why would laugh? Oh, it is the nature of the Lord like that. Krishna does this thing. He is very merciful. And joyfully is laughing. Tat chinta hlada. Satchinta means what is he thinking? Oh, my Krishna, he is very merciful. Thinking of mercy of Krishna becomes very happy. Satchinta. And Udgayati, Hlada Udgayati Kvachit. Hlada Udgayati Kvachit. In great happiness, Prahlad would Udgayati with great affection, loudly would sing. He would sing the glories of Krishna. Udgayati Kvachit. So these are the symptoms of bhava. Bhava bhakti is a very special position. It is love for Krishna, but it is not completely manifest. That's all. There is sadhana bhakti, there is bhava bhakti, and then prema bhakti. What is the difference between bhava bhakti and prema bhakti? Both are love of God only. But in bhava bhakti, it is considered to be one ray of sun. If you consider the sun to be prema bhakti, and that one ray of the sun is bhava bhakti. So both are love of God, both are Krishna prema only, but there is a small difference in the quantification. There is a difference between the prema bhakti and the bhava bhakti. Srila Rupa Goswami in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, he talks a lot about these things. The whole technology of Krishna prema is described Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu is a law book for ISKCON. The devotees are required to study Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu very nicely, because if you don't know the law of a country, then if you try to just live in the country, you'll be caught. Then you'll be put in jail. The same way, one should know the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu very nicely, because this is law book of ISKCON, which talks about the different ecstasies one manifests in the stage of bhava and the stage of prema. So there is laughter, astonishment, chivalry, lamentation, anger, ghastliness, dreariness. These are certain symptoms of ecstatic love. And also there are further symptoms of ecstatic love. There's something called the vichari bhavas, the sanchari bhavas, and they all manifest in the heart of a devotee during his attainment of Krishna prema. So one has to study Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu further to know the details of these symptoms of ecstatic love. And here Prahlad Maharaj is manifesting those symptoms. So we stop here. Any questions, please do ask.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. And thank you also for giving us, walking us through 36, 37, and 38 verses. And thanks for all your reflections and the stories. Yes, we already have several questions, I think. Prahladananda Prabhuji, would you like to go ahead and ask your question?
Yes, Mataji, thank you very much. Dhamma pranam to everyone and Prabhuji. I don't have a question, Mataji. I just a little reflection about Prahlad Maharaj having a original love for Lord Krishna. When his father asked him, where did you get all this? The first thing he mentioned was that Matirna Krishna Partha Svatova Mitho Vipadyat Grahavratanam. So that's the sloka where, he's revealing that he's concentrating on no other form than Lord Krishna. Somebody had asked me sometimes back that how come Lord Krishna has come now and Prahlad Maharaj was remembering Krishna. I said, Krishna is original. That's why Prahlad Maharaj is also remembering Lord Sri Krishna in answering his father like that. So thank you very much, Mataji. I just had little reflections I wanted to share. Thank you very much again.
Thank you so much for sharing. There's so much rasa into all this. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Yes, Shubhakara Prabhuji. Yes, go ahead, please.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Hare Krishna Brajmohan Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam. Prabhu, you nicely explained the whole thing. Now Prahlad Maharaj, he was able to tolerate all the tortures in the boiling water he was put, and then he was put in the fire, and nothing more can be done to anybody, throwing from the cliff of the mountain and putting under the ice, putting inside the samudra. But this tolerance was more, is it because he was having this bhakti bhav and bhagavatam from the womb of the mother, that gave him more smaranam, and he was able to hold Krishna tightly in all that situations whenever he was tortured. Whereas in the case of Dhruva also, he had just only 6 months of tapasya, but he also got darshan of Krishna so fast. But this tolerance of Prahlad is something incredible that anybody can remember. Even in putting in the boiled oil, he was put and he was able to just smile and nothing touched. Can you explain on that bhav? Because we also we are not having bhava and all. But still, it's a little problem. We are not able to even do our chanting. So, oh, I'm not well. So there is some gap somewhere. Can you explain on that?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I think Kamalochan Prabhuji has left the call, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, Mataji is not there on the call.
Oh, maybe it has to wait for some other day.
Oh my God, disconnected.
Yeah.
No, speaker left the call earlier. Kamalochan Prabhuji is the speaker. He left the call earlier.
So maybe he didn't know that I'm asking, or his time is over.
Yeah, he's busy.
What should we do, Mataji? Do we wait a little longer, or normally
He may come.
I think Mataji Prabhuji finished the class and left. That's what I felt.
No, Prabhuji is coming.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Sorry, I was talking to Prabhuji, so that's why I said Prabhuji is coming. It was just a mistake. He got cut.
Disconnected.
Yeah.
Prabhuji has come.
Yeah. He's coming.
Not yet, Prabhu.
Kamalalochan was joined.
Yeah, I don't know when it got cut. I just went on speaking and I got cut. Anyhow,
Hare Krishna, Kamalochan Prabhu. Can I again? I just asked the question. Actually, I was telling that Prahlad Maharaj had gone through so much struggle that he was put in the boiling oil, and he was burned in the fire, and that lady got burned, Holika. Then he was thrown from the cliff of the mountain, nothing happened. Then he was put inside the samandar, nothing happened. Then he was put under the ice. So even the snake was put. So much tolerance. Dhruva also did tapasya, but within 6 months, because of his gore tapasya, he could see Krishna. But so much of painful things he could not, he could bear it. So is it because he was already a pure devotee from the womb of the mother? He heard from Narada Muni when he was the womb of the mother. And because when we get something hurt, so we say, oh, today chanting is difficult, I'm having so much fever. So we are not able to understand that Krishna is there behind everything. And so what is the way to develop the tolerance limit? Of course, we cannot compare to Prahlad. Can you just explain or expand on that, Prabhuji?
Prahlad Maharaj was not tolerating. See, the point of tolerance comes when you're feeling the pain, isn't it?
Oh,
When
he
you
didn't
are
have the
not,
pain at.
because he's been embraced by Krishna.
Was it embraced? Is it
So,
because of his smaranam or he was chanting? He's a master for smaranam, not remembering. But remembering will come
yeah,
only by chanting. So was he continuously chanting the holy name of the Lord, like Narayana or Om Namah Bhagavate was?
the perfection of chanting is remembering. Definitely he was chanting, and he had attained the perfection of chanting. That is remembering 24 hours. So that remembrance was very so intense that Krishna
Embraced.
embraced him. Govinda Paririmritaha. That verse is there. Embrace. Like Haridas Thakur is considered to be the incarnation of Prahlad. He was being beaten 24, 22 marketplaces. Nothing happened to him because he was embraced by Krishna. So when we say tolerate, it is when we experience the pain, then we tolerate. So our stage is we keep a higher goal. When we give a higher goal, then tolerance comes. But when you tell a mother, the mother never says, I'm tolerating my son, my baby. It is actually our love. The trouble the baby gives the mother is, she wants it. Sometimes when the couples, they don't have child, they become so irritated, they become so disgusted. They feel, oh, I want a child, I want a child. So then you go and tell, you want a child, you know how it should give the child gives so much of trouble to you. The trouble of not having a child is more than the trouble the child would give. Otherwise, that's why people want child, isn't it? They want children. So what is that? Love. So when love is there, no trouble is trouble, but the trouble is actually, if it all is there, it is actually the cause of their ecstasy.
But some others say, no, that, oh, it is so much trouble. I don't know why you are born. Some mothers shout at their children, no. Like that.
At that time, you go and tell the mother, okay, dukh ho raha hai na, tumhara bete ko de do mujhe. Will she give?
Nahi de. No.
Then?
It is just the irritation.
Yeah, that's all.
So that means if we chant continuously, remember, then there is no pain at all. Nothing will happen.
Nothing.
But is Haridas Thakur actually, he was Brahma also and Prahlad, both combined?
Yes, actually, combined.
And Prahlad also was Raghavendra Swami, they say.
Right? Yeah, it is true. Prahlad Maharaj is Shankukarna, was cursed by Brahma, who came as Prahlad, Bahilika, Vyasatirtha, and Raghavendra Swami.
Right, Prahlad Charita, whole 7th canto completely given. In all other cantos, there will be some mix of not only one.
Prabhuji, can you repeat one more time?
Vyasatirtha, that what you told, no, that Vyasatirtha, Prahlad was cursed, something you told, no?
Okay, I'll clarify this point. Prahlad is a Nityasiddha devotee who has no previous birth. When he appears in his body, those who are having the rasa which Prahlad relishes, they enter the body of Prahlad. One such devotee is known as Shankukarna, who was serving the Lord, assisting Brahma in serving the Lord. he became a little bit late while bringing the flowers. Brahma cursed him that you're not fit to be staying in Brahma Loka. You should take 4 births in the Mrityu Loka. Then he thought, then what is this? So small mistake, I gave a big curse. Then Brahma could see that this Prahlad, the Shankukarna, who is going to take birth in 4 incarnations, he is going to be a great teacher. Bhagavad Dharma will be established. So first incarnation is that of Prahlad. Then Bailika in Dwapar Yuga. Bailika is the brother of Shantanu. Third incarnation is Vyasa Tirtha. In our Vyasa Tirtha, in our Sampradaya list, it is there. And other incarnation is Raghavendra. Jai Raghavendra, Satyadharmataya, Bhagatam, Kalvrukshaya, Madam, Kamadinave. Durvada Dvantarave, Vaishnavendi Vrindave, Raghavendra Gurve, Namotyanta Dayalavedis. Pranamanta Raghavendra Swami. Madhu Sampradaya. We all are Madhu Sampradaya Acharyas.
So you told Nityasiddha, Prahlad, Bhaulika, and then what you told?
Nityasiddha
Vyasaraya.
Prahlad in his body, they enter. Yeah, everything. Yeah.
That is Bhaulika and then Vyasaraya.
Vyasaraya and Raghavendra.
So 4, 3, 1 plus 3.
Yeah.
And then you tell this is also Haridas Thakur also.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else?
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you.
Okay.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, and out from Prabhuji. Prabhuji, thank you so much for today's class. Prabhu, one question, Prabhu. In the 11th canto, I see that the people who take to karma, jnana, and bhakti yogas, the characteristic of those people, in that it is mentioned that generally people take to jnana when they have aversion towards this world for the sufferings. Then they kind of take that path. So just contemplating on that aspect, Prabhu, I also see in my case, in my sadhana, whenever there are challenges in the sadhana, whenever there are challenges in life in general, there is this tendency of taking shelter of philosophy, Prabhu, as to counter kind of the unfavorable situation. So I just wanted to hear from your advice, Prabhu, as to how can I get out of that tendency and positively divert it towards the devotional service.
See, Yoga Mishra Bhakti, Jnana Mishra Bhakti, Karma Mishra Bhakti, they're all Bhakti only. So you don't have to worry that you're doing something wrong.
Okay.
It's very natural. By chanting and associating with devotees, hearing that jnana from a pure devotee will give you pure devotional service. So apart from you reading it, you should hear the Bhagavatam. When you hear, naturally, the jnana aspect will get gradually dissolve and the pure bhakti will remain.
Okay.
So like somebody joins ISKCON, get connected. He becomes a life member. He gives some donation to temple. He's doing some karmarpan, isn't it? He may not be practicing pure, but that is also good. That is going to give him the sukriti and association devotees to practice pure devotional service one day.
Okay.
So Bhagavad Gita, the first 6 chapters talks about Karma Mishra Bhakti. Last 6 chapters talks about Jnana Mishra Bhakti. Middle 6 chapters pure devotional service. So not that everybody just takes a pure devotional just 1 per second. They can do it, definitely. But not everybody, it's not seen. Krishna has given options. Continue. Okay. What is the problem? But hearing with devotees, hearing Bhagavatam and association with devotees, that brings you to the platform for your devotional service one day.
Okay.
Okay, stop here. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Kamalalochan Prabhuji. I don't see any other questions. Thank you so much for your association and very beautiful darshan, Prabhuji. Thank you for showing that also. We'll end the call here.
Vansha
Prabhuभ्यश्च
kalpatarubhyascha
कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो
patitanam
वैष्णवेभ्यो
pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo
नमो नमः।
अनंत कोटि वैष्णव
गोविंद
की
की
जय
जय
श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय
जय श्री
लोचन
कृष्ण
की
राधे राधे
की
जय।